Prepare for trouble, everyone. It's LDL Season 8, Week 2, post-commentary. This week we fought Jesse. It was last night. Man, it was a fun match for me. it didn't work out so great for him in terms of luck, RNG, all that. So this is definitely an interesting battle for me because stuff actually works out. It's crazy. But, get used to this post-commentary format because from here on out, the rest of the season, this is how it's going to play out for my content. I'm going to be skipping out on the live commentary. If all things go as planned, Brennan is actually going to be taking charge of my my capture device here and providing fucking tons of content for you guys. Like, not just like league shit, but this dude does a little bit of everything, and he does so much more than I ever would, so I'm pretty stoked to give him the opportunity to, you know, to grow his channel, to really make use of this thing. The main reason why I started doing this, like, LDL was obviously smaller, and my main goal is to kind of, like, promote the league, and I feel like it's already, like, fucking gone. Like, it's doing really well. It's really cool to see. So I'm pretty stoked to if I'm able to get this to Brandon this week. Like, it'll be well deserved for that guy. He's got 2 fucking championships. He's cool. But I'll carry on with the battle. Yeah, Jesse, this week. Fun match. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. I can't remember how many turns this was. It didn't feel like that long of a battle during it. As soon as this pops up, I'll let you know. Let's drop something. Oh, charger. Okay, 31 turns, not that bad. But we both led Tornadoes this time around. It was really funny to see us both lead the same mon. He goes for the fast knockoff, so it kind of made me think he was Scarf. But to kind of get some momentum on him, U-turned out into the Jolteon. So he has a Zip Strike in the back, so I thought he'd be switching in here to take advantage of the Lightning Rod. But he actually stays in for the knockoff, which is really surprising. I don't know what the hell kind of set this Tornadoes was for him to stay in against the Jolteon, because I don't fucking know. So I go ahead and switch out on this thing, thinking he had something for me. But no, he just continues to knock off. So he's like bluffing a Scarf at this point. Flourish didn't mind lefties, it's whatever. So I kind of saw this as a chance to maybe set up a little bit. But he does go for the U-turn into the Charizard X here, which I'm able to set a wish, thinking maybe that he was going to Flare Blitz this slot, because that probably might have been a fucking KO. I'm not sure. The Florges defense isn't great. So I set the wish for Meowstic. Obviously, he's going to want to set up here, so this is what I had planned. I was gonna just be as fucked up as I could with Meowstic here. So, to keep him from wanting to just Dragon Claw right off the bat, I set the Reflect. So it's obviously gonna fuck with this plan a little bit. Goes for another Dragon Dance. Like, oh fucking K, this dude's setting all up on me. So I actually get rid of Mega Charizard's X ability, which is Tough Claws, which like boosts his attack by a lot. So I get rid of that shit. I have Reflect up. Even though this dude's setting up, definitely much less frightening. He sets another Dragon Dance. So this is exactly what I had planned. I was going to set a T-Wave right here, And since it looks like he's trying to get to like +6 like attack and speed, I'm like, okay, I parried this guy. He he actually gets the full parry that turn. I set screen while it's there in case he does switch out for whatever reason. Kind of future proofing a little bit with the light clay. So I'm like, okay, this dude's gonna fucking set up. He wants to go +6. So I go into the Dawn Fan. Turns out he actually was going to Dragon Claw that slot to break the sturdy. But we see the Tough Claws and the Reflect really, you know, showing there. So I'm able to easily tank that Dragon Claw. I actually meant for it to be a 2-hit KO, or a 3-hit KO, but he did just over half. But EQ was the easy KO for the Charizard. He switches up to Tornadoes, in and then out with U-turn, didn't do shit. So I thought he might switch out into the Celebi, so I'll go for Z Gunk Shot here. Hoping to take out the Celebi to keep it from fucking with my team. Pretty easy KO, if you could imagine. Zebstrika doesn't have the best bulk, so Zebstrika down. That's his Lightning Rod Mon just fucking out, just gone, which is awesome. So he does send in the Celebi here now. Goes for D-Gleam, forgetting that I still have Light Screen up. So Donphan just eats that and fires right back with the Gunk Shot. I was hoping for a little bit more damage, but I actually did get the poison on him afterwards, which still leaves it at a 2-0. Hold on, I'm getting a couple messages. Some dude's trying to buy my furniture. So, you know, Celebi goes down. I'm able to set rocks on his Fat Bat, which a little bit too late. I would have preferred to have him up already, but I had to take care of the Celebi first. So he does set the toxic damage. I go ahead and roar to try to chip away with some rocks. He's not going to do a whole lot to my Tornadus, and I wanted to reset the toxic damage to make sure I still had it for the Doublade in the back, the Dawn Fan, I mean, so I can get an easy EQ KO. He sends the Golbat back into my Tornadus, which, goddamn, I keep getting fucking messages. I'm able to hit a Hurricane, didn't get to Confuse, which really sucks. He sets another Toxic. So he has a timer on my Dawn Fan and my Tornadus at this point. Able to hit another Hurricane, wasn't enough. So he just roosts in my face, so I can't really bank on another Hurricane hitting. So if I'm going to do anything, I have to switch out now. It'll reset the toxic damage and give me a little bit of a better position. So I go ahead and U-turn. And I send the Jolteon back in, which he doesn't have an answer for. He roosts again. So it keeps anything from being a one-hit KO. So what did I do with Jolteon here? I go for a Discharge for some Para Hacks. For a chance of it anyway. Just a little bit over half. I'm Modest Life Orb, so I knew it was going to hurt. So he gets another Toxic off on my Jolteon. Puts it on a timer. Which, at this point, what did I do here? I think I just fired off a Discharge or some shit. But with Rocks up, he sends in the Celebi to sack it, but it just gets KO'd immediately. So I'm still racking up my toxic damage here. Not preferable. Here comes the Doughblade. This is probably, I don't know. I was carrying Shadow Ball, but I really wanted to get a little bit of damage on and reset the toxic damage. So I Volt Switch out, doing over half, which is really fucking awesome. I sent in a Conkeldurr, which is super bulky this week. Actually shows his Doughblade setting up on my base here, which I should have saw coming. I should have just stayed in. So he gets a little bit of damage off on me. So good for it. Okay, easy knockoff. Fucking wrong. I think he lives on like 1, 2, 3, something like that. So he's able to get a little bit of extra damage off on my Conkeldurr, which fucking blows. I really didn't want to take all that extra damage, but you know, it happens. So he sends the Tornadus back in here, obviously wanting to fire off a Hurricane in Conkeldurr's face, taking the rocks damage. I just stay in here, hope that a Hurricane misses. It doesn't. We all had really, I say we all, both of us had really good luck with Hurricane this week. Usually don't see so many hitting. I don't think any of us missed one. So I see my chance to set another T-Wave up. And I see that pair again. Yeah, very much welcomed. So like, okay, this dude's gonna fire off another Hurricane, set up light screen, you know, call it good. He actually knocks off instead and gets rid of my light clay. I should have reflected first, but you know, just it's not how I saw it going down, but it's whatever. So, knowing that he was going to try to switch out now, I actually get rid of his Regenerator ability, which means whenever he switches out, he's actually not going to regain the HP that he would have before. Skill swap, I had quite a few plans with it this week, and it was cool to see it all work out. Golbat takes some good rocks damage here. Don't have any attacks with my Meowstic, so I had to go for, you know, Para. So I'm just gonna have to parry this thing and fucking bounce. So the Donphan comes back in to eat up, you know, whatever the Golbat had. Actually lived. God damn, that Donphan, dude. The Tornadus comes back in and takes that rocks damage. Donphan goes down. Dude, fucking A. He got like 4 kills in his battles, so definitely served his purpose. Easy switch into Jolteon. Easy Volt Switch kill. And then Golbat has such low HP, doesn't matter what I send in, it's going down as soon as he sends it in, so. So boom, the Golbat goes down. This week really, everything went right for us, which is definitely a change in LDL. So it was a fun battle. Man, I set Bates off big time. He was not happy with the turn of events in that battle. I mean, I definitely won because of hacks. I mean, that's all there is to it. But, you know, that fucking happens. But this is the kicker here. I actually fucked up big time, like as bad as I could have fucked up. I was thinking Donphan was my Z captain, but my actual tier 3 Z captain this week, or this season, is Kingdra. And as you saw, the gunk shot KO on Zipstraka with the Z move gunk shot, whatever, I can't remember the name of it. It mattered, so that automatically disqualified me. I obviously took the news very, very hard. Actually, I woke up to that this morning. So even though we did just get the first win of the season, automatically revoked, I take it as an 0-3 loss. Really fucking bites, because this was a conference match. It really fucking matters. So our chances of making playoffs are, already looking slim to none with 2 division losses. But it happens. I mean, it was a simple mistake. I drafted Donphan to use as a Z captain. Whenever I was having to decide the Z captains, I kind of rushed it. I never really looked back on it, unfortunately. I completely forgot that I picked Kingdra over Donphan, and it happens. I work a lot, man. I play a lot of other games, keep a lot of this shit on my mind, and this is just one of the tiny little details that mattered a whole lot, that I just completely forgot. So, thanks to Jesse for the battle. Like I said, this is probably how we're going to go about doing things, just kind of post commentary. It's a lot more to the point. It's a lot easier on me, time-wise and, stress-wise, as far as not trying to look fucking ignorant over live commentary. So, congrats to Jesse on the win. God damn it. You will see us next week versus Matt. It should be fun. I have a pretty good tight matchup, if I remember correctly, so I'm looking forward to that. It is another conference, or another division, battle. Man, I'm fucking bummed, dude. Finally got a win. I was on quite a dry spell, and fucking bummed. But as you guys might have seen in my last video, I put a wager on the battle that whoever lost this match has to start the next week with the Fortnite dance of their choice, which we obviously went with the most popular, I guess. And so whoever lost was going to have to start the battle off with a floss. So Jesse, being the honorable man that he is, he's going to start week 3 with some flossing. So that'd be really good to see. It makes this loss of mine feel a little bit better, at least. So thanks to him for being a good sport about it. Thanks guys for checking out the video. We'll be back next week, post-com exclusively. We'll see you then. Hopefully I won't fuck up like this. Shit, man.